Well, guys, I really couldn't have been more wrong about, how the season went. I mean, uh, there's a lot to talk about, and a lot of it's sad. Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back today to another video on AJ's Yard. And guys, today, let's get some therapy in our system. I mean, it's a long off season, and we kind of need to, gain some confidence back on this team and, get excited about stuff again. But I kind of want to look a little bit at this last season, sort of provide like a simple, not complicated by any means, view of, what happened this season and sort of just give some organization and some fans head. And yeah, let's first start with those juicy injuries that have happened this season. A lot really doesn't need to be said here other than the fact that personnel was a struggle. We lost just about everybody, either for like the whole season or most of the season. I mean, you can go down the list here. Javon Hargrave, tricep, out after week 3. Brandon Ayuk, out with a knee injury against the Chiefs, out for most of the season. CMC wasn't able to come initially, came in middle of the season, went out after 3 weeks, gone for most of the season. Greenlaw, Hufanga, I mean, you're talking about star players that were not able to show up at all, and be that as it may, that's just kind of the game of football and sort of comes with that. I think just another final point about these injuries is just the lack of stability that there is in a team with personnel just going in and out. No chemistry is really being built, and also just from a coaching standpoint, you don't really know what you're getting from week to week with so many injuries piling up, and you have to constantly adapt and change plans, and it's a real struggle for the coaching staff too. Now let's just talk about more schematically rather than personnel. The red zone struggles and also fourth quarter struggles. CMC being gone obviously posed a problem because just how great and tough he runs, but oh my god, it became practically one of the last in the league this season, and sort of really showed and highlighted how ass our O-line was, as there's really no other way to put it. We also lost, as I'm sure everybody knows, 3 division games when we had a lead in the fourth quarter. The Niners really need to sort of look at those games and realize that that's a problem that they definitely need to focus on this next season.
Touchdown Seattle with 12 seconds.
Let's not talk about some just instances, as I would like to say. Travarius Ward and Trent Williams lost their newborn kids this season, and not only is that depressing for them, it's depressing for like everybody that knows them and is a fan of the Niners. I mean, that is just terrible, and my heart goes out to them. I'll be kind of sad. Travarius Ward is actually one of my most underrated and actually favorite players, and he might not stay this next season, and I'll be kind of sad to see him go. But aside from that, there was also the infamous incident of Devondre Campbell, who was a linebacker for us for most of the season and the replacement for Dre Greenlaw. Coaching staff asking him to go back in. He refused to do it. Thursday Night Football against the Rams. I mean, that was an important game. Just a lot of weird and small things sort of happened this season. Let's move on to our rookie class, and I would say that this is actually one of the spotlights and highlights sort of the season. This rookie class was fantastic. I mean, you're talking Renardo Green, who's coming in as a great corner and probably will team up with Diamador Lenore to make a great cornerback duo. And we also had Pooney, who stayed solidly at guard. That O-line needs to be restructured, and Pooney needs to sort of be the start of it. He actually did fantastic this season. You go down the list: Mustafa, Jacob Cowing, Ricky Pearsall. I'm actually very, very happy about this rookie class, and they got a lot of playing time, which is very important and gives them experience. They came up big for us at many games in many situations.
Ricky Pearsall trying to beat his man in the end zone, and he is in! Touchdown, San Francisco!
right, finally, and really the most talked about thing now, who's to blame for all of this? Everyone wants to point fingers. I completely get it. I saw this season and I was like, man, what the hell happened? Sort of the name that has been brought obviously is Kyle Shanahan, and everybody's gonna have an opinion. It's like assholes, everybody has one. In my personal opinion, firing Kyle Shanahan is a very surface level view of looking at what went wrong this season. I mean, if you look at Kyle Shanahan's resume, in the last 5 years, you're talking about 4 NFC championships, 2 times to the big game, and despite losing, still not having a Super Bowl, that's still impressive. Now, I'm not saying in any way that he's the greatest coach there is, and I think he has a lot of things to work on. I personally would like him to be a little bit more personal and motivating towards your players, because that's just something that I personally would love to see in a head coach. Sort of like how Dan Campbell does with his lines. I still think he's a great coach. He's not going anywhere. And so, yeah, we'll ride this out and then see what sort of off-season moves happen. Anyways, just some thoughts, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. And as always, take it easy, fam. Peace.